So the student council, because obviously the whole problem yesterday was about a student council trying to what? Trying to organize an event, and they have to buy stuff for people to basically eat and drink during the event. So the student council finds some options for the juice boxes. So for each option, determine the unit price, the price of one single juice box. One single juice box. Okay. So just like we did yesterday. So here's the first option in whatever store. Okay. So the first option is a package of 8 juice boxes. Again, by the way, what are we always assuming? Something that Jake actually brought yesterday is that the quality, or we're assuming that those juice boxes in the 3 different stores are the same brand. Otherwise, you might say that one of them is more expensive, but you know what? It actually might be a better option, like a better quality. We're assuming it's the same kind of juice box. So here, option one, package of 8 juice boxes for 199. So what's the unit price? Okay, you divide 199 by 8. So go ahead, 199 divided by the 8. Let's see how many dollars that comes down to. Sorry, $15. Here's the thing: it's a decimal. So 199 divided by 8 is point 0.2. So 0.2487. Sorry, 0.24875. I mean. So obviously, the first thing, we're gonna cut it right here. Should this stay as 0.24 or go up to 0.25? Yes, because the 8, everyone, the 8 rounds to 4. Sorry, rounds the 4 up to 5. So that means it will be 0.25. Or how many cents would that be? 25 cents. So if you buy this package of 8 juice boxes, you're really paying 25 cents per one single juice box. Okay, how about 10 juice boxes, but for 239? Same idea. 239 divided by 10. Well, that's an easy division because I know that whenever you divide by 10, you move the decimal point just one shot or one hop backwards. So this will be 0.239. I'm not gonna write 39 because I know that the 3 will be rounded up to 4. So 0.24. 0.24. Or how many cents? 24 cents. Yep, you're right. 24 cents. Final option, you get 30 juice boxes, the biggest box, sorry, the biggest case, but this time it's going to cost you 689, which makes perfect sense. So 689 divided by 30 small juice boxes equals, I can do this in my head, so I will do it here. 6.89 divided by 30. Wow. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna care about those sixes because we're eventually gonna cut it right here. So 0.2 again. So yeah, yeah. So 229. So this 9 will bump this 2 up to this 2, not this 2. The second 2 to a 3. So 0.23 or sure, or 23 cents. Wow. So each store in the next list is basically 1 cent less in the single price of a juice box. So which option is better to buy? Well, obviously, the cheapest. So go ahead, the cheapest. The cheapest is option, not one, not two, three. Is option three, comma, because a single juice box costs costs the lowest. You could not make that decision unless you have divided the way we did. Okay. Okay. Why do you think it is more? Sorry. Why do you think it is important to look at more than just two decimal places, like to actually look at the third one? Because you need to round. Now, let's be completely honest here. You're not buying a million juice boxes. You're only buying, I don't know, 10, 20, 30. How big could your party be? However, if you're buying juice boxes for like a entire campus or not a school, a huge place or a huge business, yeah, then you know what? If you, everyone look, if you decide to pay 1 cent extra, look, 1 cent extra, that 1 cent, yeah, that 1 cent is not going to matter if you're only buying for 10 people, because that means you're only going to be paying extra 10 cents, 1 cent per juice box. But if you're buying for a million people, look, 1 cent times a million juice boxes is a million cents. How many dollars is a million cents? Divide that by 100. You just cost your business or company $10,000 extra because you did not go with this price. You went with 1 cent extra because you were like, I just like this business. Okay. So basically, so we're going to say what? Why? Because because rounding is important. Because rounding, this is a Rounding, rounding is important, 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 and it matters how many juice boxes you get. You get a few, you're okay. You get a lot, then you're definitely running the chance of what, or racking up the chance of, whoa, am I gonna lose a lot of money just because I didn't go with the best option? You might, you absolutely might. But let's be honest, many people actually do. Not many people. Some people actually do that because maybe you have a deal with the business. Basically, the business knows that they are not the cheapest one, but they got a deal with, I know, the buying officer or agent of a certain company, and they were like, if you give us your business, if you buy from us, we're gonna give you a commission. Up, then you know what? Anything is possible. Then basically, that agent is choosing their own good over their business's good. Okay. Again, it's all a numbers game, but it also depends on some other stuff behind the scenes. Psychology mainly, marketing, relationships, networking, lots of these things. Not just a spreadsheet of numbers. Sorry. Okay. Is the lowest unit price always the better buy? Obviously not. What else should the student council consider when choosing an option? We said quality from yesterday, everyone. Quality. We also said, well, we also said the size of a pack, like the size of a case. Like, okay, okay. So the quantity is how much they need. The size of the case or the size of the pack might actually restrict them to actually know what. Like, let's say, for example, one store that actually has a good price, but it's only going to sell 100 juice boxes per pack. Well, what if they're only having a party for like 60 people? They're just gonna, get 60 out of the 100 and just, store 40. Well, they might go bad or so on. So maybe quality and maybe so size of a case or size of a pack. Size of a pack. What else is there? Quality, size of a pack, availability. Let's just write availability, which could be interpreted 10 different ways. Personal preference. Thank you. Yes, personal preference. Maybe more people prefer a certain kind of juice that actually comes in a higher price, but it's just the more popular. Preference. Actually, very true. All right, last page. page number 6 of the package. All right. So for each of the items in table 2, two options are given for each kind of item, pens, fruit, I guess, or whatever. Calculate the unit price for each option. Circle the lowest unit price. Obviously, if I ever give you this question, I'm not going to tell you circle the lowest unit price. I'm going to tell you circle the best unit price. You should know it's always the lowest unit price. If I tell you just circle the lowest unit price, I'm just basically testing, oh, can they see a number and tell me which one is lower? No, I want you to look at the numbers and tell me which number is better for you as a customer, which obviously is lower, but I'm not going to say it so explicitly on the paper. Okay, let's do these real quick. So remember, everyone, don't divide the first number by the second number. You have to divide the money by the what? By the number of things, even if they give you the number of things first. So go ahead, 249 divided by 10. That gives you 0.249, or really how much? Because you're stopping at 2 digits. Yep, 25, which means 25 cents per pen. Don't write per pen. We understand it means that. Yesterday we wrote per pen. Today we already understand the meaning of that. 12, sorry, 289 divided by 12. Okay, let's see. I don't know this number off the top of my head, but it's got to be very close to 20 something. 289 divided by 12. How much? Yep, 0.24. And obviously you're going to stop right here. So it is 0.24 or 24 cents. So go ahead. Don't circle, just put a check mark here. This is the correct one. Sorry, not the correct. This is the better choice or the better option. All right, next. All of them are the same way, by the way. So I'm just going to do a couple maybe. 0.89. Oh, this is already in cents. That's a very cheap pack of gum. Oh, divided by. But here's the thing. It's already one pack of gum. So technically, even if you do the calculation, exactly, you are ending with 0.89, which is 89 cents for this pack. However, sorry? No, no, no. Okay, it would round up to 90 if whatever we divided maybe it resulted in an 899. But if already comes to what? To 2, you just take these two. It's only 3 or more. Nope. It's just you don't actually need it. It's already done for you here. So 349, but this time for 4 packs of gum. Well, uh, that's point something for sure. Need to know how much exactly. Yeah. Point. Okay. Okay. 8725. Nope. Just 87 because the 2 is not gonna affect this one. So 87 cents per what? Per pack of gum. This one also happens to be the better price. Let's just choose one more. Let's do the granola bars thing, and that's it. Obviously, the whole solution is posted, so everything is solved for you. Um, so this one is 279 divided by 8 granola bars. 279 divided by 8. Okay, what's the deal here? 348, which means 35. So point. Sorry, say again. Hold on. Hold on. They actually came out to the exact same thing? Really? That's a sneaky one. You're right. Rounding. Um. Okay. What does the question say? Circle the what? Okay. Okay. So pencils down just for a half a minute. So since so Max has a point. Look at other things like the what? The size of the pack, right? Fine. Yeah. But the question technically said circle the lowest unit price. So that means go back to the original numbers with all the digits and what? And decide. Even though we always round up to how much? We always round to 2 digits. But since they want the lowest number, go back to the numbers like those ones. So what was the first one? The first one was 279 divided by 8. So 279 divided by 8. So that's 34875. Okay, let me just write it here. Don't copy. 3 4 what 875 with a decimal. The other one here was what was it? 423 divided by what? 12. That one is 3525. Which one is a lower decimal? This guy or this guy? Which one is a lower decimal? That guy or that guy? Which one? The first one, because threes agree, so that's fine. This is a 4, this is a 5. So this has to be a lower number. So technically, this would be the what? The lower price. But by the way, if you have a computer sheet, if you have a computer spreadsheet, and it already rounds before it multiplies by how many juice boxes you're buying, it's not gonna know. Look, it's gonna have, as you said, as Sarah said, and next as well, it's gonna have the same price. So it's not gonna tell you there's a better price. But if it does the multiplication before, like with these numbers, yeah, it's gonna see this one as the better price. However, you know what? Let's just say both of them are the same. Everyone. But if you want to take the idea that what we just did and say this one is smaller because the original numbers are less, slightly less, I can't say you're wrong. So 423 divided by 12, which was 0.35, which was 35 cents. So just for today, I'm going to say check, check. Doesn't really matter which store you go with. How about this one? One can of soup for 80 cents. There's no work to do here. It's already one can. So you can just say, yep, literally just write 80 cents because it's already per one thing, which means 80 cents. Okay. How about this one? Well, 649 divided by 10. Oh, that's a clear choice because that will be 0.649 or 65, which is what? 65 cents. Oh, that's quite the difference. 15 cents. Obviously, it's not gonna matter if you're buying only one can, but if you're buying 100 cans, that's $15 of difference. Nope, you might need that $15. Okay. Describe in your own words how you determine the bear buy. Divide. Everyone, go ahead. Divide the money. The money. I'm just gonna write the dollar. The money by the size of the pack. The size of the pack, comma. Then C. Then C blue. Then see which value. Sorry, which unit price is what? Higher or lower? Cheaper, lower? Yes. Unit price is, I'm going to say better. And in brackets, better means cheaper. Done. That's it.